live?
I think so. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's
We are
our fourth day,
completely,
right? Day four of SOC Core Skills.
yeah.
Welcome and welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well today.
Welcome
Uh,
in, everybody. We're going to
Welcome.
get a couple of minutes to get started. One, because it's a shorter day anyway, but we're going to be playing bingo. Today is going to be a little bit different bingo because we just literally threw it together. So sorry, I get the over talkies.
You're all good.
So it looks like we got about 51 people on Zoom so far.
All right. Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes. It's going to be
Yeah.
a little bit of a different day today. I'll talk
Yes.
about that once we get started, but
Yes. Don't use
we'll
any
give a couple
words
more
yet.
minutes. Yeah, we'll give a couple minutes to let people get logged in here, and then Megan is going to talk about bingo today, which is
Yeah.
super exciting. If you have never attended one of our workshops, or more specifically, I think John Strand's pay forward what you can classes, Megan always comes through with the bingo game
Yeah.
during the week, especially towards the end, right? Isn't that when you
Yes.
typically?
It's usually the last day. And so I'll go ahead and kind of explain bingo a little bit. I won't share out the card yet. So what we do bingo a little bit differently. So we do have a lot of international students that don't understand how to play bingo. So I'm going to explain how to play bingo first. So bingo is 5 in a row. So it either needs to be horizontally, vertically, or it needs to be diagonally. In bingo, the center square is always a free space. So we always put Rita in the center because it's always free. It's a little bit of a, play on words. But so that is going to be the center square for this. And I will share out the card. So what you'll do, it looks like we got about 60 people here. So what you'll do is you will generate your own bingo card. And it's not first person wins. We like to give everybody a chance, of course. I mean, look at this class. So we like to give everybody a chance. So what you're going to do is once you get bingo, you're going to send me a DM with your completed bingo card. And sorry, I got distracted by Discord. So you're going to send me a DM with the completed bingo card, and we will at the end choose a winner based on people that have sent me their completed bingo card. And that's really how you play bingo. It's really not that hard. I'll go ahead and put it in Zoom chat too, just in case. Oh, wait, I need to do everyone, just in case some people aren't in Discord. But you're really missing out if you're not in Discord, because Discord is, you can GIF. What is the point of the bingo again? Oh, I forgot to tell you what they win. My bad. So bingo, the whole point of bingo is it's fun, but you also, the winner gets access to our on-demand catalog for 1 year, as well as cyber range. So as you can tell, I didn't know we were doing bingo today, so this is very last minute. But it's going to be great. It's going to be, and we can start whenever. I mean, because I don't know when words are going to be said, so we don't have to necessarily wait. So you need to send me a DM, and if it says something like I don't accept it or whatever, just send me a friend request, and then I will make sure to accept your friend request, and a screenshot of the bingo card is good. Okay, so Ethical Hacker 2600. So bingo, you're going to click on the link. I'll go ahead and post it again. And you're going to click generate card. I've already provided the words there. So you don't, sometimes people will make up their own words and send me this rando bingo card. So no, I've already got the word list in there. It is a trap, but it's a trap that's fun and you get a prize. So, but you'll generate a card. And then when you hear Zach say any of the things, or if we say any of the things, like Rita obviously is free. That's the center square. You're going to mark that off. However, like you can put it over in, whatever editing tool you use. And then when you get 5 in a row, you're going to send it to me via direct message. So you can click on my name and there should be an option to send message down at the bottom. And you're going to send me your card. And sorry, I cannot watch Discord and talk at the same time like that. I don't know how John does it. But you'll send me a picture of your bingo card, and then you will be entered into the drawing. And you have to be here to win the bingo. So if you come in and you just create a bingo card and then you leave, you don't win. And if I call your name, you just don't win. Sorry. I mean, we have to have some thresholds of giving away an entire like $1,500 prize. So, oh, we fill the blanks out like that. No. So you click on it, there should be a thing that says generate card.
Here, I'm gonna share my screen here
Yeah.
real quick, and
Why don't you do it and show them exactly? It's not generating anything. Stop it.
all right. So
Yeah,
everybody,
click the link and then click generate card. Generate card. Click on it. See what it does.
let me get this for Zoom chat too.
Oh, JavaScript might be blocking it.
There we go. All right. So on my screen now, I have the link pulled up. So you guys should just see this where it should just say generate card.
Yeah.
When you do that, it's going to randomize this.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. So if I were to say any of these words, just keep this screen up right here. And if I say one of these words, all you have to do is click on it. So Rita is, that's your free space. You always get this one. That's just a give me or a gimme, whatever. But if I were to say, hey, we're doing an AMA later, after we're done here.
So Roberto, he did say Rita, and Rita's already free, just so don't get too excited. But Ricardo, you may have some sort of a something blocking it. Somebody suggested that it could be your browser. So maybe try opening it in a different browser.
Yep. That definitely could be a browser thing for sure. But a bingo, anytime I say, one of these words, once you get 5 words or sayings or whatever in a row, that's a bingo. So it could be 5 across, it could be diagonal, that'd be, 5, it could be up and down.
Yes.
That'd be a bingo.
Yes.
So
okay. So does anybody else? Oh, okay, sweet. It was the ad blocker. Sweet. Okay, does anybody else have any other bingo questions?
is AMA also free? I mean, technically, since I said it.
Technically.
Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Today is not going to be anything technical.
Well, we are doing some
we're winging it. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm
It's gonna be
excited.
a
Are
good
you?
time.
I'm ready to get started. Is everybody else
Okay.
started now? Hopefully you're all ready. It's gonna be. We're gonna have some fun. All right.
And oh, Zach, I forgot to warn you. They will bait you.
Well, that's fine.
Like, I mean, they are going to, you're going to be like, wait, what? Make
Oh,
sure that you at Zach before you bait him so he sees it.
yes, it's gonna be great. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
I'm
I'll
ready.
be around. I'll be
Thank you,
here. So if
Megan.
anybody has any questions, let me know. Don't forget to DM me your bingo card. And I will, at the end, we will pick a winner. Okay. Have fun, Zach.
Thank you.
You got this, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be fun. Thank you, everybody. I want to give a special shout out, first of all, to our crew who helped make this happen. So Kevin Clark, Ryan Poirier, D Brown, and Megan, of course. We could not do this without, the help of each one of them. And of course, all of our nerd herders as well. Jesse, I know she's kind of busy today. I see Andy here. If we could not do any of these live training events without you guys, being here, part of this community. And I have to say thank you to each one of you, because I am going to be calling on each one of you today. This is going to be a very, very fun community-based training today. I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. You may not know who I am, so I have my little "Who am I" about me pulled up on the screen. And just so you guys are aware, I want to share this part of this story because I think it's very, very important. And I guess first of all, I want to ask a question to each one of you out there, and how many of you out there are trying to get your first job in IT or cybersecurity? If you can let me know in the chat, I would really love to see that. How many ums are? I'll say a lot for sure today. Wow, a lot of people, a lot of people. It's great to see. Welcome everybody for sure. Uh, you got here late. The rules are the game. I'll say some words or some phrases, and you get a bingo. So you could probably scroll through back a little bit through your live recording, and you can figure it out. But yeah, so everybody out there who just joining us today, you're looking to start your career out, whether that's in IT, security, maybe you're already working in IT and you're just trying to find your first security career. Welcome to you all. It's amazing to have you here. You're in a really great place. Black Hills Information Security and anti-siphon training. We're here to help you guys. This community is very much here to support you in every way that we can, from not only, us here at Black Hills and Anti-Siphon, but everybody else here in the community as well. I guess what I want to start with my about me is kind of sharing the journey, if you will, because how many of you out there may be going through like frustrations of like finding jobs, or maybe you're midway through like your life or something, and you're questioning like, is this right for me? Should I be doing this? That type of thing, right? And I am here to tell you that every single person's journey into IT is like so completely different from one another. There is no set journey, really. There's no set path to get you here, to get you into a job. You could pool 100 different people and ask them this question of how they got into IT. You're going to hear 100 different answers. And I share this with you not as like a frustration point that there's like not a set path. I share this with you to know and understand that there's hope for everybody. And that's literally like what I want you to walk away from this with. So about me, in 1999, it was really like 1998, but 99 officially, I dropped out of high school. I was 14 years old. I was just very depressed, had anxiety. This was, over 20 years ago. So like all that stuff at the time, nobody knew what was going on. Doctors didn't understand that stuff and all that, So yeah, again, 14 years old, super depressed, didn't go to school. It's like, I'm done with this. I can't do this. It's too much for me. And I gravitated towards the computer. Like that was like just the first thing that I did. I discovered the computer, and I didn't think much of it, initially. But then I discovered that I really have an interest for computers and technology. So when I dropped out, I spent all of my time learning everything that I could about computers, technology, and really it turned into learning everything I could about building websites. So in the year 2000, I believe was the first time I built a website. And still to this day, I could pull up a notepad, like literally the notepad on your computer, and I could type out a full website code, like from start to finish, all the HTML, because that's how it was done back then. But that's like that's how I started in this field, basically, is that I didn't have education. I dropped out of school, but I had this passion. I had this interest for technology, and nothing could stop me, So even, in the year 2002, which is when I should have been going to college, I started asking all of my peers and friends and people who are working in IT, like, hey, I'm considering going to college for IT. What do you think I should do? Every single person in the year 2002 that I asked this to said, don't do it, Zach. Tech is oversaturated. You don't want to work in this field. Has anybody here heard that today? Like currently, recently? I hear it all the time. For the last 25, 26 years, every time a question like this comes up, everybody says tech is oversaturated. We don't have room. I don't think that's the case, because everything in this world is driven on technology. We run everything on technology, and we need more and more support. So when you hear that, ignore that. I ignored it. I didn't go to college. I didn't do that bit of it, but I continued down my own path, my own journey. So from the year 2000 to 2008, I did websites all the time. I learned about internet marketing and search engine optimization and all that kind of fun stuff. I learned about, like social networks and all that, because they were just developing and all that fun stuff. But in 2008, I was just like dead tired of looking at code and websites. I was just burnt out from it. So I had a friend who worked with infrastructure and did like more computer support. And I got with him and it's like, hey man, I'd really love to try this out. And I loved it. And I was like, wow, I totally missed out on this side of the industry. Not, didn't understand anything about servers or Linux and, Active Directory and all that stuff, didn't know anything about it, but I dove right in and learned everything that I could. So from like 2008 until 2018, I worked infrastructure. So I did like residential support, small business support. I worked for school districts. I worked for like 3 different school districts. I worked for a couple like engineering types of firms. And then like the last real job I say that I had like working in technology was working at a hospital where I did mobile device management and security awareness training. And in this journey in 2014, like this is part of like what brings me here today and what brings like this entire mission in like this pulls it in this like weird circle, right? In 2014, I started a YouTube channel called IT Career Questions. You may or may not have heard of it, but you can all go out onto the YouTube. If you search up IT Career Questions, you'll see it. I think I'm almost up to like 300,000 subscribers now. But in 2018, I quit my hospital job to do YouTube full time because there's a need for what I was doing there, and there still, I guess, kind of is, But the whole purpose of IT Career Questions is really it was to help everybody. Like there was nothing at the time that existed where anybody was sharing advice on how to get into IT. This is again 2014 to 2018. There was like none of that. When 2020, came around, that all changed, and now there's influencers everywhere, right? But for many years, there wasn't a lot of people who were just out there trying to provide genuine advice, and that's something that I wanted to do and continue to do. So where we're at today, where we're at right now, since 2018 till today, I haven't really done too many technical things, to be completely honest with you all. Like I don't get my hands on the keyboard as much as I would like to as much as I did previously. And I'm going to be counting on all of you today. This is going to be a group participation. This is going to be a community involved training today. So for the labs, I'm not going to give you guys that break time. We're all going to go over the labs together because I've never done them. And maybe you've done them before, maybe you haven't done them before, but we're going to tackle everything together. So I'm going to be asking questions to you all because quite honestly, I don't have all of the answers to what we're going to be doing today, and you might. So yeah, teamwork. We're going to make the dream work today. So yeah, kind of going back to what I was saying though. I'll be counting on y'all today. I appreciate y'all. Um, I kind of like lost a little bit of focus on where I was going with what I was saying. But yeah, I guess, doing the YouTube stuff and getting here today, everything that I've been about has just been about helping people and bringing the community together. And I guess with IT career questions, this is what I really want to highlight is, yeah, I don't have all the answers. I don't know all of the things. But one of the things that I've done throughout my career and something that I want you to take away from this, this is what I would want you to take away from this is um, I've built an incredible network around me, an incredible community around me. And while I don't have all of the answers, I know that my network, somebody in my network has the answers or knows where to direct me. So with like the IT career questions thing, I don't know all the IT career that are out there and what they do, but I know a lot of people who work in these careers, and then I reach out to them and I ask them questions. So that's how I kind of have gathered all of my information, resources, and knowledge that I have about the industry, as I'm constantly talking to people in the industry so I can know and understand what's happening, what we're seeing, what's working, what's not working, what areas are of, interest, what certifications are good, what certifications aren't, etc. So I'm constantly just being involved with the community. And that's what you all are doing today. You are involved with the community. You're here with us today. And I thank you so incredibly much for y'all sharing your time with us. I don't want to talk about myself anymore. I want to jump into some labs. So we're going to start off with TCP dump today. I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff pulled up here, and I'll give you all some time to get your Cloud Labs pulled up and share my screen. And you're gonna have to bear with me because it's been a minute since I've done a live event like this. Yeah, no John today. I'm taking over for John. He's busy, so I'm helping. Y'all are helping.
It'll take the community. You got this.
Are you trying to bait me with words right now, Megan? Trying to get me to say words? All right, let me get another window pulled up. I'm trying to organize the windows too so I can see the chat. All right, so
to chat if you want me to, Zach, and if you have any questions that aren't like them trying to bait you into saying the word.
okay, that works.
Okay.
Yeah. So for this one, we're gonna start up our Kali box. So we're gonna be doing TCP dump, and we are going to want to get our Kali Linux VMs spun up on MetaCTF. So I'm going to do that now. I should have done that while I was talking. I apologize. But we're doing it all together today. And if y'all have questions about anything as we're going through this, please, throw them in the chat, whether that's in Discord or Zoom. I may not be able to answer all of the technical questions, but there might be people in the chat who can. And if we aren't able to answer those questions, I will reach out to our instructors to see if we can get you an answer. Oh man, see what you're doing, Zero. Contact support if needed. Yeah, if y'all have any problems with the class today, have any issues with how things are done, please let us know. I love I love constructive feedback. It's my favorite. And I really mean that. I have 100 seconds left, so I gotta talk to myself almost with you all. But I hope you're all doing well today. We do have Chat GPT. It could answer it all. It's funny because last night I stayed up little too late because I was finalizing a um a workshop that I'm gonna do for Chat GPT. It's like a beginner level, yeah, intro to Chat GPT, which I'm super stoked about. Oh yeah, fire up the yeah. You're right, Andy. Thank you. We should fire up the Windows lab too, so we'll get that one going. No, you were right. That's my fault. We were supposed to spin them all up at the same time. So if you can, go ahead and get that Windows one spun up. But I think initially we can just rock into the Kali box. Yeah. Yep. We'll be using the machines from the SOC core skills. So the same machines y'all have been using all week. Do I have a preferable packet analysis tool? I do not. But I hear everybody likes this thing. Are you trying to get me to say it? Isn't that one of the words?
See, you
Yeah.
gotta watch them. Listen, I watch them like a hawk. The worst is, I'm telling you,
I love it.
is Roswell, UK.
You
Love
guys are
you,
great.
but
I love it. This is gonna be so fun. You guys are gonna like just have me rolling today. What's up, Jerry Ozier? Good to see you, sir. All right, so we got our Kali box up. I'm gonna go ahead and get that connected here. Oh, oh, I got to get in the Windows box to open that. That's why. I'm sorry, Andy. See, I'm so glad we're doing this together. All right, I got to wait for my Windows box to open up. I wasn't following the directions all of the way. I should probably read. Reading the directions explains everything. So I got 60 seconds before I can get my Windows box spun up. As soon as the Windows box gets spun up, then we'll be good to go. If only I had a shirt to remind me to read the freaking manual. I know, right? Your VM's still loaded, no problem. Ricardo, you totally forgot about bingo? I think I have the link here we can share with you. I think I've only said maybe two of the words. Maybe.
that's a negative, Ghost Rider.
I didn't say two of the words. Well, I gave them the one. My Rita was the free one, and then I
No.
said that we were doing the AMA
We've
league.
already got several bingos, but it's okay. You're
We
doing,
do. We have
yeah,
several. Get
yes,
out.
several.
What did I say? Oh no. Can we do more bingos and we'll give away some spearfish stuff? We'll just pick some random winners.
No, we're gonna stick to the rules. We're not gonna change the rules because John's not here.
I'm not.
They get
Is
they
that
get
changing?
weird.
No. Yeah. So we'll pick one winner for a full year, and then I want to pick some winners for like I'll give them some spearfish coupons.
More like bending, Megan, not changing. More like
Listen, this is reported.
Just for this one, no others. All right, my Windows box is ready here, so I'm going to go ahead and connect to this bad boy. Hopefully, you guys have your Windows box pulled up as well. I'm honestly going to be following along with the directions here with you all. So hopefully everything goes okay. Again, if you have questions about things as we're going through this, please put them in the chat. I may not be able to answer all of them, but we will see what we can do. So we're going to go ahead and open up our Kali terminal to start this bad boy out. Oh no, errors. And for the TCP dump, I know John talked a little bit about it. It's not my forte by any means, but we're just going to jump into the lab. So what we need to do is go to, oh, look at, I know I'm going to say one of the words, get into the root shell. So we're going to do, it looks like caps lock is on. Yep. Sudo su and dash. Oop. I cannot type today. There we go. And now we need to navigate to our TCP dump folder. So, which is the lab? We're doing the TCP dump lab right now. So once we sudo, we're going to go ahead and do cd switch opt / TCP dump, so that we can change directory into our TCP dump folder. So now we're in there. I'm just curious. I want to know what's in there. Just this? Okay. All right, so we're going to start with a very basic filler that simply shows us a data associated with the specific host. The filter in this case is host. So what we can do is you can either copy and paste what we have in the instructions if you guys have those pulled up, or we're just going to be typing in. I guess I could just tab this in, couldn't I? Oh, no, it looks like it's a different IP. So I'm going to go ahead and type in all of this. It's TCP dump space -n -r space magnitude. And then it's underscore 1hr.pcap space host, and then the IP 192.168.99.52. And then we are going to hit enter. So for this command, we're just telling TC dump to do two things. Do not resolve host names and read the data from the file. So we can see we have all the data. I should have made this bigger for y'all, and I apologize. Let me resize this real quick. Here, where's it at? There we go. Sorry. AX1, I didn't say that we were going there yet, but we are going to be going there very soon. In February. We're going to Colorado. Is that just the dump for a single port? Roswell, I believe so. I got y'all another bingo. Goodness sakes. All right. Anyway, so now we have our results here. It's reading all the data here from the dump that we provided in the PCAP file. So it's showing us packet timestamps. So look at the packet timestamps, which would be these right here. These are going to be your packet timestamps. Right. And what pulled up there? Sorry, I'm not sure how that got pasted into there. So it's source IP address plus port direction and destination IP address plus port. So we got timestamp, we got its source IP address. We have, what is this? Then port direction and destination IP address and port. So yeah, okay. Source IP plus port direction and destination IP address. So this source IP, okay. I'm sorry, I'm reading along with this and then trying to also understand it while I'm doing it. And then it's control bit flags and sequence numbers. So the flags and then the sequence numbers. That's so interesting. Okay. And then the data size is the what? The length? Oh, here's the length. Okay. I should have started with the bottom one here. It would have been easier just to track it all. All right, so we can get the filter to be a bit more granular. In fact, we can create filters for literally every part of a packet. So let's add port number. All right. Again, I'm learning along with you, so this is kind of interesting for me. So we're going to type in, we're going to go to the next part. We're going to do TCP dumps -n space -r. Type in magnitude again, underscore 1HR dot pcap. And then we're going to type in host 192.168.99.52 and port 80. So now we're going to filter for just this is only going to be searching for anything that has port 80 listed. Is that correct? Is that what I'm gathering from it? No. Did I put that in wrong? It looks like the same info. Wait, no, this right here. Is this what we're looking for? That is what we're looking for. Oop, oop, no. Stop moving on me, mouse. There we go. So this right here. So this is saying on that host and port 80, what is I need to adjust the screen size or adjust the screen again. My fault. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now I got to find that again. There it is. There it went. All right, so now we can see that we have all the packets that are either sent or received by port 80 on the IP address 192.168.99.52. And then while getting the overall metadata from the packet, it's a good thing, but we can get the full AC, the full ASCII code decode of the packet and the payload of the packet. On one hand, getting the metadata from the packet's nice. On the other hand, why not get the full ASCII code, decode, and payload of the packet? That's going to be interesting. Okay. I want to see this happen now. All right. So for the next part, we're going to type in TCP. I can never type that in right. TCP dump space /n space or -r magnitude. Oop, I can't type today. Magnitude underscore 1HR dot pcap host 192.168.99.52 and port 80 and then -A and enter. Oh goodness. And it's going to keep running this. So after a few seconds, you guys can just do Control C on your keyboard. Maybe if it'll let me. It's not letting me on my keyboard for some reason. Oh no. There we go. It took me, I had to press Control C like 17 times just for that to work. This is in Windows, Roswell. On the Windows machine, if you open up the Kali terminal, that's what we're doing right now. And then I'm just checking on the chat here really quick. So awesome. All right, so as you can see now, from what we just did there, we can see the actual HTTP GET request and the responses. So we can dig to the packets of the timestamps of, let's see, 15, 14, 32, 623. Okay, so I got to find that one. Yeah, let's find this. Let me scroll up. I think it's all the same, but I want to go to the top of it just to be sure. Darn it. Looking for, are these all the same? Where's the So I'm looking for the packet with a timestamp of 1514. Is that going to be in here? Is alert? You're baiting me. You. All right, I'm looking at the instructions here. And it's showing me that I need to look for a timestamp of 1514, but I'm not seeing it. Are you all seeing it? Did I do something wrong here? If you guys have followed along with this, are you seeing it on your end? So all I'm seeing is a timestamp. This timestamp here is 1601. I'm not entirely sure. 1614? You're seeing the 1614? Let me see if I run it again. This is the correct right. Two and port 80 A. No, it's doing it again. Stop. Oh, here's 1525. Maybe I needed to let it run a little bit longer. Yeah, 1525. 1525. All right, let's see. Maybe a few seconds really means like, hey, you should probably run this for like 20 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and run that again. I'm just going to let it chill for a second. I think I just saw 1516 in the very beginning though. Is it now getting just progressively higher? And I need to stop it like ASAP, even though my keyboard isn't letting me? It's at the very beginning. Yep, I thought I saw it in the very beginning. And of course, my keyboard is like, no, you can't stop this. Yeah, 1613. All right. I guess I have to keep trying until I can get my keyboard to stop it. Nope. That's so weird. I don't understand why the control C isn't working. Yeah, it definitely has a delay on me. Try piping in into grep with what you're looking for, like grep. Oh my goodness, how do I do that, y'all? Now you guys are just talking foreign to me. All right. This is the teamwork. Let's go. So at the end, what do I need to do? So after the dash A, we want to pipe more? Less? Oh my, is that, oh, okay, I guess I could do that. So, right. Is that going to work? Okay. The Raven. So grep, is that space E? And then set it. No, is there a space there? Yeah. Oh, y'all are the best. Look at you go. Oh man. See, Megan, this is why I want to give away some spearfish stuff because they're all helping.
Well, maybe we'll do, instead of a drawing, anyone that sends us a completed bingo card, we'll get their information, get a code
There we go. I
for a
like that.
t-shirt. How about that?
Mm.
So everybody, if you
Sorry, I
don't
don't mean
win
to.
the main prize, you're still going to win a participation award.
Oh, participation awards.
Yeah.
But I really do appreciate the participation, y'all. All right. So thank you very much, Raven, for the help and everybody else for the help and chiming in there too. I appreciate that. Um, so now I need the data from the lines after the timestamp hint dash add B. I still need to do that, Andy? I still need to dive further into this. So some of you, if you ran this, you may have been able to hit Control C right away to get this timestamp that we're looking for. We've been looking for this 1514 timestamp. And this isn't the right one. According to my instructions, it's 151432 and then 638976. Is that what you're saying, Andy? Like I can actually search for that one? So she's going to be, but you're looking for that base 64 value, alternatively grep I base 64. So you're saying I can do grep space dash I base 60. Oh goodness. Oh my Lanta. So what's different about this then? Oh, this is the next, is this the next part? I guess I'm kind of like jumping through and I apologize, but let's see. What? Now you want me to go over Cyber Chef for what? What are we doing? So hang on, because let me go back to this. I just want to make sure I'm following along the best I can with the instructions that I have here. So we should have got this result. So it's a power. No, this isn't showing the same thing. This is showing a PowerShell object, and this is showing themes like a WordPress thing or something. Read the I am reading in the instructions. Trying to read the instructions. John never has I bet John never has these issues because John knows what he's doing for sure. Yeah, this is so weird on why I'm not getting the same results that are shown in the instructions. Because that's not at all what I see. All right, I'm going to copy and paste what you put in, Nabu. This is going to let me filter through. Okay. So now we're still looking for the 15, 14, 32, the 638 one. More. That's 15, 42, 636. So maybe we're getting closer. 1542, 636, 638. No, that's 697 or 679. 976. Today's lab is no clue what I'm. You're absolutely 100% right. I told you it's gonna be a group event today. Teamwork is gonna make this dream work today, y'all. 638. Why can't I find this one? 6389. Okay, 638976. There it is. This is it. This is what we were looking for. Finally. Oh my goodness. Thank you. We got there, y'all. I got there. Hopefully you got there so much sooner than I did. Oh, because man, that was rough. Okay. So yeah, this looks like a PowerShell attack is what's been said there. So furthermore, it looks like there's base 64 data, which is in what are we looking for here from base 64 string. So crazy. Okay, let me find that because I want to highlight that. It'd be this right there from base 64 string. Okay, so yeah, we can see there. Okay, sorry. Like talking to myself slash doing this. Yeah, we are going to look at Wireshark today too. It's going to be great. So yeah, now we can see that, there's base 64 data, and if that's still not enough, we can see that there's raw hex values with an X flag. So I'm just going to copy and paste this one in there. So the next command, first I got to get out of this, if it'll let me. Here we go. The next command is going to be this one right here. So TCP dump space -n space -r space magnitude underscore 1hr dot pcap space host space 192.168.99.52 space and space port and 80 and it's going to be a dash AX. So we can go ahead and run that. Oh goodness. Well, it says I can hit Control C after a few seconds, but my Control C does not work. Here we go. Ooh. Right. So if we wanted to check out the hex values on what's going on, we can see that through all the data that was provided through that command right there. I wish that I could talk more about that. If somebody wants to chime in on why we would want to do that, I would personally really like to know. I know that there's a few people in here who have gone through this before or have heard John talk about this. Maybe you have, had to do something like this in your job. But if you can chime in and just share some input on why would we need to know this, do this, find this, that would be helpful. Well, you're remote controlling me through Discord today. It's great. I thought this would be fun today, just because, yeah, I've never done this before, and some of you have never done this before either. And again, I legit have no idea really what I'm doing. And if I can kind of like figure this out with y'all, hopefully that's like encouragement for you that you could just, crush me in all of this, right? Astronomy, you've definitely been forced to manually carve files out of a PCAP stream just from a hex dump. It's tedious. Andy, you're going to go put on a shirt and hop on camera if you want to tag team. Oh, you can if you want. It's not a big deal, though, by any means. I'm your spirit animal. Who do you send the bingo to again? You send it to Megan. Okay, so I can't really get some clarity on my question that I had. That's not a big deal. I'm going to ask that to John, though. I'm actually excited to talk to John after this so that I can like understand a lot more of this. But all right, so moving on through the TCP dump lab, now that we have kind of like the our hex results there, we can also show specific protocols of request. So for example, if we type in TCP dump space -n -r and magnitude underscore 1HR PCAP, and then we're going to just type in space IP6. Excuse me, and then we're going to go ahead and run that. And then this is going to be showing all of the IPv6 traffic. So we can show network ranges, and this is going to be helpful for seeing traffic either to or from a range of IP addresses. So for example, this can help us answer questions like, are there any other systems talking to this IP address range? So you can think of an attacker using multiple systems on a network range to disperse their C2 traffic. So we could do, run this one, TCP dump space -n-r magnitude underscore 1hr.pcap, and then we'll do net space 192.168.99.0 and 24. We'll run that. So that looks like that's kind of the end of the lab, if you will. At the end, I'm sure you guys you all have access to the notes and everything, but if you want to play with more PCAPs, there's all the links, which I'll put in the chat. And I also want to let you all know, I should have said this earlier before I even jumped into it. If you guys are unhappy with today, with going over these labs and stuff, we have access to all of these classes with John on YouTube. So you guys can go back. I can get you guys the links to the days that contain these labs, so John can walk you through them. And they're all free, available on YouTube. So if you're not having fun with this, you could definitely check out those recordings of those labs, and you'll get perfect explanations every single time. So just want to put that out there. But thank you all. I did say that we weren't going to do any like lab breaks today, but I would like to give you all some breaks. So I think Kevin, I did say that we probably wouldn't do it, but I think we should just like give everybody kind of like a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll get kicked off with Wireshark for the next one. And thank you all. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, bio breaks, coffee breaks for sure. Thank you guys all for the support and just bearing with me. It's honestly like, again, I have not done this kind of stuff in a very, very long time. So in a way, this is very much a learning experience for me. And this week I tried to listen and follow along with John as much as I could. And I couldn't as much as I'd like to, but yeah, it's fun learning. So anyway, let me give you guys 10 minutes and we'll come back and get it kicked off again with Wireshark. Thank you, Kevin. No, I appreciate you all. Knowledge is power, 100%. You want to kick off some bow music? I don't know if Kevin can hear me. Shake your head, Kevin, if you can hear.
How long of a timer did you say?
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Kevin, are you around? Hopefully. There he is. I see him. He's muted. 10-minute timer.
He's got it.
Cue up bow.
Sorry, guys, the timer was frozen.
It's okay. We're all learning together.
You can put me back on, Kevin. Hello, everybody. We still have about another minute. Well, I think it's a minute and 30, but welcome back if you are back. If you're not back yet, that's okay too. You didn't hear what I said, and that's okay. But thank you all for being with us today. Hopefully you're having a good time. I know I am. If y'all have questions about anything, you can always put them in the chat at any time, whether that's on Zoom or Discord. I'm going to get my screen share ready, though. All right, Kevin, how do you want it to be? Does it need to be bigger?
So it's completely up to you, Zach.
I can't hear
Usually when you start, I go ahead and I'll put it full screen for everyone. Is that all right with everyone?
I don't think you're muted, but I don't hear your mic.
I can hear him. Can you hear me, Zach?
Haircut Fish, I feel like you can also hear him. Why can't I hear him? Is it me? All right.
I think it's you.
I don't
think
hear
it's-
Megan either. Okay, how about now?
Can you hear me?
I hear you guys now.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
I had to reboot my stream deck apparently.
You know,
What did you want me to do with my screen now, Kevin? Is this good?
Oh, no, you're fine. And if they want me to make it bigger, I can make it bigger. Usually when you start your labs, I go ahead and just make a full screen of your of what you're sharing. So you're good.
Okay, awesome. Alert, will you ever need math for SOC? I just think it's more, will you ever need math for IT as a whole in general? No. And if you do, you have these wonderful things that I don't know about some of you out there, but my teacher, when I was growing up, going through school, I was terrible at math. And they were like, you need to learn math because you're not going to walk around with a calculator in your pocket. I walk around with the internet in my pocket nowadays. I have everything that I would ever want to know at my fingertips constantly. So when you do come across an instance where you may need to know math, which typically is going to be mostly in networking, you can pull up a calculator. Especially with networking, you have subnet calculators, and that's typically the calculator you'd probably want to be using. But otherwise, math is not an essential skill. I am so terrible at math. While everyone's gone, I should say WWHF at something. No, I got close there. It doesn't count. Haircut Fish was my favorite hobby, pastime, etc. That's not cyber related. It's all in the background right there. It's all magic cards. So Magic the Gathering, that's my jam. I'm a nerd. All right, I think I am caught up with the chat. Why are you gonna cry? What happened? What's going on? Math is bad. Okay. All right, y'all. I think we're ready to get started with our next lab, which is Wireshark. So if you are ready, yeah, we'll get started. I'm going to rely on y'all today again, or for this lab. Teamwork makes the dream work. So we're going to make it, and this is funny because I had this question just last night because in the AI workshop that I'm working on, for whatever reason, one of the examples that I'm using for prompting is Wireshark. And I was like asking, like, why is Wireshark better than TCP dump? Why would I use Wireshark over this? And just, prompting. So in the notes here, it says, we want to make clear that Wireshark is not better than TCP dump. They each have very strong pros and cons. So pros of TCP dump is fast and very lightweight. It is scriptable. Cons of TCP dump is it is contained within the terminal. And to be honest, having some visualizations can be very, very helpful when dealing with large data sets. 100%. Pros of Wireshark, great visual representation of networking packets and more. And cons of Wireshark, gives up and freezes on large files often. A program giving up on large files? No. So basically, it's key to learn and know both 100%. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and get Wireshark spun up. So in our Windows VM on MetaCTF, I'm going to go ahead and spin up Wireshark. And it's full size. Once Wireshark opens, we're going to go to File. Oh, I guess I have to wait for it to load all the way. So we'll sit there and let it load. I'm beating a dead horse, yes. Procaffeinator, you had a brewery at the last empty-ish table and two strangers came up and pulled out a big MTG setup and asked if I wanted to play. Second time you've played. That's awesome. I hope you had fun. And Wireshark sounds like you on a daily basis, Haircut Fresh. And Wiresharking all day. All right. So now what we're going to do, that once Wireshark is spun up, we're going to go to File and Open. And then we're going to go into this Intro Labs folder. And we're going to select the magnitude 1 hour PCAP file. So we'll go ahead and open that. Oh, goodness. Is this like all of the information that we had in TCP dump, only a little prettier? It looks like it because we have our timestamp and we have our source and destination. We have the protocol, the length. So yeah, very similar to TCP dump, only this is much prettier to look at. Would you all agree? I would totally agree. So now we got that open. You're going to see packets represented in 3 different windows. So each one of these are, different packet that we can click on, and it's going to share different information about that packet. Here we got our hex. We got, gosh, I'm not even sure about what all this information exactly represents. Oh, IPv4, that shows there. Oh, that's so cool. As we click, again, learning experience. Okay, as we click through each one of these, it's highlighting the hex code there, and how that is represented there. That's very interesting. I mean, that's really cool. I'm sorry, this is me geeking out in my own way now because I didn't realize that Wireshark could break down, this information in that way, and that's really cool. I can. Oh man, okay, let's go on with the lab. But this is really cool. All right. All right, so the top window is going to show each individual packet in order. The second window shows a decode of any packet that is selected. And then any of the lines with the right arrow can be expanded. And I kind of was showing that there. So this means you don't have to memorize every possible packet and protocol value in hex unless that's your thing, right? If it is, you must be Judy Novak, Mike Poor, Jonathan Ham. I love John's notes. That's freaking hysterical. And then the last window is the hex of the packet. So hover over some of the hex in this window, and notice when you do that, the corresponding data is also highlighted on the right side of the window. I totally jumped ahead of the instructions because I got excited about just clicking around. How many of you do that? Like, I'd have to pause for a second here. I am notorious for doing stuff like that, and I think end users are notorious for doing that same thing. But it's like you see something, and if you're even somewhat interested or familiar with that thing, like you just want to click it, right? You just want to see what it's all about. And I did that very same thing without following the directions. But in some cases, like that could get you in trouble, right? So be careful on what you're clicking on and what you're doing. But I don't know, it's really cool to see how this is all broken down. And how it, when you click on the hex code here, it shows you exactly where in the packet it's represented. To me, like that, I don't know. When when things like this like come together in my brain, you know, I feel like it like does this unlocking thing, you know, where it's like, oh my gosh, like that is so incredible. I didn't know that. This is more information than I'm like now like consuming, but it's just like I don't know. It always is one of those like refreshing things of there's always so much to know. Like there's so much to learn, and that's exciting for me. Anyway, hopefully you guys all get excited about learning new stuff too. But anyway, this Wireshark can decode the hex on the fly and automatically highlight the relevant data instantly. So we're going to play with some of the statistics, and so we're going to go. Please select statistics, which is up at the top. So we're going to go statistics, and then we're going to go down to HTTP, and then we're going to go over to requests. So this is the next part of the lab. Yeah, Zelda chest opening sound 100% slow JPEG for sure. Okay, so go to statistics, HTTP, and then requests. We'll go ahead and get that opened up. And then this is going to show us the various HTTP requests for the capture. So interesting. I'm just going to click around in this. Y'all are more than welcome to click around in it too. But so for this specific capture, it's showing where it went to, or what all was, what all essentially, I guess, was pinged, talked to during this initial packet going out, right? It's saying when you hit that IP address, it's also hitting these, right? Like these are also being loaded. Oh, so interesting. I'm sorry. Click around and find out. Yeah, click around and find out. That should be a shirt, right? This should totally be like a Rekka shirt. Oh no. Somebody just probably got a bingo because I said the R word. Spearfish t-shirt idea, CFAO, click around and yeah, 100%. I'm totally on board with that one. All right, so now we have our HE request for the capture, and now we can look at statistics and conversations. So the statistics and then conversations. Oh goodness. And this gives us a breakdown of who was talking to whom. Oh, so cool. This is so like the next class that John does of this, I'm following along from start to finish 100% of the way so that I can really understand all of this. All right. If somebody, let's see. No, never mind. Okay, so we can go on to the next one. So this is just showing, you know, what's talking to what from our network, from the machine here. So please select IPv4 at the top of the window. So IPv4, 43 different ones showing up. And then click on the top of the packets column twice. Oh, we want it that way. So this is sharing the most information, This IP address is sending 25 megabytes of data, right? Is that what I'm gathering here? I'm kind of like, I'm going ahead of the instructions, just talking myself through it as well. But that's what I would gather from that. So this gives us a breakdown of who is chatting with what system the most. Click it again and it will sort the opposite direction and show you who is chatting with what system the least. Yeah, so see that wasn't sharing very much information. But this one, like what's going on here? Like me, again, not understanding all of this completely. If I were to be looking through this information, say I was a SOC analyst, for instance, and I saw, you know, this IP address, you know, talking to whatever IP address on my network, and there was this much data being shared, potentially would be concerned, right? I'd be like, what's going on here? You know, what is this IP address, or what is our server doing? Is this a server that is constantly sharing data like that? Is it okay? But I don't think, I would be concerned. Anybody else, if you saw this, would you be concerned? Would you be like, what's going on there? Yeah, I would just be like, what the heck is going on? I don't get it. Yeah, why that much? That's just a couple thousand packets, nothing to see. Yeah, it's only what, 28,000 more packets than the next one in the list. So like, yeah, why is this one sending 28,000 more packets than the next one on the list? So TTI, time to investigate for sure. All right, so let's click on the top of the packets column one more time to sort by the highest frequency. Do we know what those systems were saying to each other? This can be done by right-clicking on a conversation and selecting Apply as Filter, and then selected A and B. Okay, so we'll go up to this one, and we're going to do Apply as Filter, selected, and we want A, and then I don't know what those arrows are called. Is there a name for those types of arrows? I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to select that. Now we should see the main Wireshark window screen change, and then we can close the conversations window. And notice the following in the filter bar. So here's our filter bar up here. It's going to show our IP address, the 192.168.99.52, and that 68.183.138.151 address. Those were the two IP addresses that contained, the ridiculous amount of information. So in this instance, it's saying IP address equals 192.168.99.52, and the other IP address is the one we just mentioned. So if a packet meets both of those criteria, it is displayed. So that's what we have displayed here. And we can go through, we can click on, any of these packets if we wanted to. But now let's see, we can right click on any of the packets and select follow TCP stream. So we will right click on the top packet and we'll go down to follow and TCP stream. And this is showing the request in red and the response in blue between our two systems. So here's our request that was made. And then here's the response back that we got at the bottom here in the blue. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but I need to make my mouse bigger probably. But anything looks strange there? So without cheating and looking at the instructions, is there anything that sticks out here? Is anything that's strange? PowerShell. I had a feeling that that's what we were going to be looking for based off of the TCP dump lab that we did. I was going to be looking for the PowerShell again. So yeah, there's a lot of encoded PowerShell here. So we can play with some of the basic filters in the filter bar, and we've already seen how Wireshark can filter on IP addresses, but we can also filter on protocols. So to start, it says just type a lowercase l. Where am I typing that at? Oh, up here, and I can close. So we got to close this out. And then up here, is that what we're doing? Typing L? Yeah. All right, cool. L, and then we're looking up LLMNR. Are you doing some poisoning? What's that? I gotta keep scrolling. LLMNR. There we go. Scroll down and then hit enter. All right, so as soon as we find LLMNR, we can hit enter. Is it going to do something? Oh, there we go. It wasn't doing anything. All right, so when we do this, Wireshark is going to show us all the packets that match the criteria of the protocol that we had selected. That's interesting. So anything with LLM and R is going to be listed now. Crazy. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay, now I see in the protocol we have all of our LLM and R listings there. Okay. Now try putting in IPv6 and hit enter. Okay. IPv6. Enter. I keep clicking on the pictures and the instructions, and then it takes me away from the page. It's driving me nuts. All right, so now that we put in IPv6, this allows us to quickly drill into any of the specific protocols we are viewing in packet capture. Remember the PowerShell from TCP dump? I do remember the PowerShell from TCD dump. What do you know? It had the string new object. Well, we can search through all the HTTP traffic looking for that specific string. Put the following into the filter bar. HTTP contains new object. So this is what we're going to put in to the filter bar if it lets me paste. So HTTP space contains space. Wow, my mind is drawing a blank on what that's called. It's not an apostrophe. Oh my gosh, my brain just totally shut down. What's it called, y'all? Wow. Come on, I'm waiting on the chat now.
A comma? Quote?
Yeah, quotes. I don't know why. I'm like, what the heck is it?
The two apostrophes?
Yeah, two. Yeah, thank you. My brain is totally just like off. It's like, nope, you're not gonna get this one, Zach. We're shut down. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, well, so we'll go ahead and put that into our filter bar, and then go ahead and hit enter. And Wireshark. Oh yeah, we could search through all of that, and now it's going to show specifically, uh, yeah, the results that contain a new object, or the quotations new object. So what we can do is, if we're worried about something like that has happened, a breach or something, an IP looking funny, getting a lot of data, maybe you've seen this before, an issue like this before, and you might know, oh, I can put in like different PowerShell commands. Maybe somebody is trying an attack on us with that is utilizing PowerShell or something like that. But it's really cool that you can just use Wireshark to search for that. Right. This is really interesting, I guess, comparative to TCP dump for sure. TCP dump, yeah, it's very like, to me, like old school type of thing, right? Where it's just like, oh man, like it just looks so boring. You know what I'm saying? And this, it makes it all like prettified. I don't know. It's just cool. But it's nice that it like every time you use a GUI, of course, it's trying to make it easier for you to do things. So it's nice that you're able to go through that and use this. So anybody have any questions, comments, or anything about Wireshark? Anybody want to chime in to share experiences with Wireshark? If Haircut Fish, if you're around, you use it on a daily basis. What are you doing? And somebody's asking if anybody successfully decoded base64 PowerShell command on CyberChef. Sometimes old ways are the best. Yeah, I mean, TCP dump is going to be great in instances anytime where you may need to like write a specific script or something, or you're just like trying to do something like really, really quick, and you maybe like you might not have access to Wireshark. Having the knowledge of how TCP dump works and functions, and even some of the different switches, like that's going to be information you'll kind of always want to carry along with you. It'll always be helpful, honestly, but that does not necessarily mean that you're always going to be in TCP dump by any means. But it's still, if you're going to use Wireshark, knowing TCP dump, it helps you kind of put a lot of this information together, if you will. So you kind of know, or have at least a little bit of an understanding idea of what Wireshark is doing behind the scenes for you. Totally.
And I did totally bait you, but I did want you to talk about that we've got the
Gerald Combs. So
yeah.
if you guys like Wireshark, if you're interested in the Wireshark, Gerald Combs is the creator, developer of Wireshark. He's going to be joining us at Wild West Hackin' Fest at Mile High in February 2026. So hopefully we'll see some of you there, whether that's in person or virtual. Love to have you there. Either way, I'll be there. Gerald Combs will be there. Megan, are you going to come out to Denver?
I hope so. I'm hoping to.
Okay.
Yes, virtual. It is available via virtual as well. Ethical Hacker 2600.
Roswell. So Zach, John's asking me how it went, and then I'm saying started well, but as soon as I said let's do it together, I was like, oh man, no clue what I'm doing. Let's see what you trying to do there. Yeah, John has no idea of, like what I'm doing today. I did not tell him what we were going to do. I just I was asked to do this, and I was like, yep, I got this. Not going to be a problem at all. We're going to rock through it. And then I put it all on you, the community. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate y'all participating today and how much fun this has been already for me, because I was totally nervous and freaking out. But anyway, that's the Wireshark Lab. Any other questions about Wireshark or anything related to Wireshark? I do want to, I'll give you guys another 10-minute break before we go into the ASN lab. And that'll be the last lab of the day that we go through. After we go through that lab, we'll do an AMA, and the AMA can last as long as you guys want it to. It's the AMA is the Ask Me Anything. And that's always my favorite thing to do. Can anybody figure out why? It's been good so far. I'm glad to hear that. Otacon says to be honest, they use Wireshark to prove it's not network and it's not your fault. That's funny. What lab? It's the ASN lab. I'll pull up the link right now. Oh, Ethical Hacker 2600. Thank you very much. Depends on how many squares are left. Who's going to fill out their... That's what we should have done, Megan. Like, if somebody fills their entire...
Too late. We're not changing the rules again.
All right, you know what? I do what I want.
But because
Roswell, you filled your entire thing?
Like, I've already got a system going here.
I know.
Can't mess with my system.
I was going to say, though, somebody fills their whole card, then that for, yeah. Okay, maybe for next time or something. Yeah, blackout.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah. Sorry, Megan.
We're gonna be giving lots of t-shirts. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'll help you out. Don't worry. Haircut Fish says that there's 11 challenges in the anti-siphon cyber range dedicated to Wireshark. That's crazy. That's cool to know, though. So if y'all want to dive deeper into Wireshark, definitely check out the challenges on MetaCTF. All right, are you all good for another 10-minute break, and then we'll jump into the next one? Kevin's on the phone, so I don't know if he's able to. Yeah, just throw up the timer and some bow music.
10 minutes again.
Yeah, is that good? All right. See you soon. All right, Kevin, you can put me back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Otacon, how does the on-demand courses work? So for the on-demand platform, you can purchase a singular class if you would like. So any one of the classes on the platform that we do offer on demand, you can purchase that class, and then you get access to that class, I believe, for the year, and you can follow along at any time. So you go at your own pace. Hopefully.
Just a caveat to that. It's not pay forward what you can. I typed that wrong. It's not pay forward what you can pricing because we have to pay for the users in our LMS. So you can always do the class via the YouTube links on the YouTube site, just to let you know.
Yeah, any of the pay forward what you can classes that we offer now, we have new pricing tiers set up for those. So if you reach a certain level within that, you'll get the on-demand access to that specific class, I think for 6 months or for a year or something like that. Those are just for the pay forward what you can classes. Any other on-demand class that we offer on the platform that's not pay forward what you can, it's $595. I believe, and that gets you access for
It's
the
$575.
Okay.
It's lifetime access.
How come I can never get it right?
It's okay. That's what I'm here for. I can answer the customer servicey things.
Thank you, Megan. You're the best. Yeah. All right, y'all. Are you ready to get started with the ASN lab? I think I am. I hope I am. I hope you all are more so than me, because y'all have to help. Slayer MA, hi there. I've seen lots of people say that the market is not good for cyber these days. What is the chance there is there for a level 1 SOC position to be hired? Such a great question, honestly. I started off the stream today kind of sharing a little bit of my story, and part of that was way back in like 2002, people were telling me that like the tech market isn't good and it's oversaturated. And I've been hearing that same thing every single year ever since. That has not changed one bit. Every single year, there's going to be tons and tons of people saying that tech is oversaturated. Tech is one of these fields where there's a lot of turnover, there's a lot of churn, there's a lot of opportunities though. So I see this cycle time and time again, year after year, literally, of basically new people trying to come into the field, discovering like these communities and then sharing their frustrations of not getting employed and not being able to find jobs right away. And the reality is sometimes it's taking people like a year, maybe 2 years to find their placement in the world of IT. That's not any different than how it was previously, to be completely honest with you. I did this interview with a guy back in 2019, and he was trying to get into cybersecurity in 2019. And he kept a detailed spreadsheet of every single position that he applied for. And in the spreadsheet, there was over 4,000 cybersecurity jobs that he applied for before he finally got a job. This was in 2019, right? Before all of these things happened. Okay. It's like, I get frustrated. I get upset with the industry sometimes because there's this constant kind of like fear and constant kind of like doom and gloom when it comes to IT positions and all of that. The reality is right now, I think things are difficult across the board. So IT cannot specifically be called out on its own. I think across the board, things are difficult. So across every single industry, things are going to be difficult. And that's where we're at currently. It is not a tech issue. It's not a cybersecurity issue. We will always have positions available in this industry. And I don't think that AI will change that in any way. And I don't think any other circumstances are going to change that in any way. Unless, here's the big thing, unless we stop using technology, right? And that's never going to happen because everything is run on technology these days. I can't even, access my bank account without having a cell phone and access to, their website and all of that stuff, right? Like literally every single thing that you do is connected to technology, and that's only going to continue. So what that tells me is that we are always going to need people to support all of these different technologies in one way or another. And even with like AI, it's something that we will evolve with. And I think I could just leave it at that. It's going to be something we evolve with. So hopefully that was a very long-winded answer to your question, Slayer, and I apologize to y'all for that. But hopefully that little bit of information was helpful for y'all.
And I posted a link. Jason's doing his job hunt like a hacker workshop in a couple weeks. So definitely sign up for that if you guys are interested.
Heck yes, definitely sign up for that. I'm going to get my lab ready here. Let me share my screen. So we're going to be doing the ASN lab now. So we can go back to our Windows box. All right, so in our instructions today, it says we're going to take a few moments to get familiar with autonomous system numbers, ASNs, and how they work. So you can think of an ASN as a zip or postal code on the internet. So when you send packets out on the internet, they get routed to the router that is advertised to have responsibility for that part of the internet. So we can take a look, take a list of known bad IP addresses and do a count on which ASNs, your autonomous system numbers, have the most bad IP addresses on them with the following commands. So what we're going to do is go ahead and fire up our Kali terminal. Get that loaded. Let me change the screen size again, or the text size. I think 18 was good. That should be good. What's the lab? We are doing the ASN lab. I'll put the link in the chat. So this lab right here. Who made that meme of you, Dan? That is hilarious.
I'm sure he made it of himself. He's the meme master. I don't think I've gotten any memes made, thankfully.
Why would you say that? You better not go on camera ever again, because now he's going to get you.
I have a feeling maybe like doing that Mike Wazowski, like me watching people.
Oh my goodness.
Roz.
Yeah, why say that out loud? You're doomed now. All right. Anyway, now we got our Kali box or our Kali terminal opened up. So we are going to pull down an open source list of bad IP addresses. So this is in our instructions, but I will also put it in the Discord chat for y'all. And it's just this command here. So it's wget and then space, and then it's this URL. I'm not going to read this all out to you because that would take forever, but I will put it in the Zoom chat too. Just so you guys have that command. So once you copy paste that command, we can just go ahead and hit enter. And it's going to go ahead and get this text file for us and download it. So next we need to pull the ASN of each of the IP addresses that it's associated with. So this is another long command. It's a doozy. I'll put it in the chats again for you guys. I don't know if it's helpful for me to put it in the chat for you, but hopefully it's easy. So you can just copy and paste if you don't have the instruction pulled up. So once you do that, we can go ahead and hit enter. So we are running netcat against this URL here, the cymru.com against the port 43. And then we're searching the text. And we're specifically looking for AS name. That text, is it still working? I think it's still working on me. What is going on? Yeah, mine's taking a long time. Just checking the chat while this loads. Did somebody really pick out Josh Mason in that photo? It is so blurry. I don't know how, like, that's incredible. It's doing lookups, takes a while. All right, well, we're gonna sit here and let it do its thing. It might be him in the upper left. That's funny. Thanks for joining, Grim. Oh, look at all that. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing something. Was doing something. Did I screw it up? Here, I'm gonna have to run it one more time, and this time I'm not gonna touch anything. I hit enter, as you can see, like a bajillion times. Oh, do I need to pull up the file? Is that what it is? I thought it was gonna spit out the results, but oh, I need to follow the directions is what we need to do here. My bad. I thought it was gonna spit out the results. I was wrong. All right, I'm just gonna wait for it to come back again so I don't screw it up. And then we'll go ahead and run the next command, which this is going to be the next command, which that's a lot. I would really hate to try to read that out to you guys. Yeah, I would do terrible. My brain would probably shut off as soon as I hit the first bracket. Yeah, nobody reads the manual. Who does that? Come on. Did you just put Jerry as a horse and me haircut fish? I shall play the song of my people. I love that. I don't know how to process that picture, haircut fish. That's pretty intense, dude.
It's a bit strange.
That's something. Oh, there we go. All right. So now we have that command ran. It put all of the results in a file. It's not going to spit the results back in the terminal like I thought it was going to do because I didn't read. I should have read. So all the results are in the asn.merge text file. So with the next command, the awk-f command, we can go ahead and put that in the terminal and go ahead and enter. And it's going to, it says we're doing a quick count and sort on the ASNs and the number of bad IP addresses per ASN. So, oops, go through. And this is showing us all the bad IP addresses. That's so cool. Okay. So the first column is the count of bad IP addresses in the ASN, and the second column is the ASN number. So this first column is the count of bad IP addresses, and this is the ASN number. It says, see how quickly the number of bad IP addresses drops off. Look at that. So as we go down, we can see the bad IP addresses are falling off here. Interesting. All right. I need context on this one. So anybody want to provide anybody that would have context on this specific lab would be so helpful. So what exactly is this doing and helping us with? That's where I'm confused now. I'm reading through the directions again, so. Here is explain shell that can break down Linux commands to understand them better. Thank you, Jelly Beanster. Screen shouldn't be frozen. We're in the Linux terminal. You're seeing only Wireshark? I don't even have Wireshark pulled up. Astronomy sees the Linux terminal. Okay. The majority of bad things are from just a few bad actors. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gathering from it too, essentially. Where this is again showing all the bad IP addresses that are known. And then, again, showing, where they're coming from. And without, trying to make any other places angry at us, you can see a majority of them are coming from. And we know that, this area tends to typically have a lot of not the best traffic things coming from it. So, and then Octacon, I think that context is the ASNs are like groupings of IP addresses. So kind of like this range of public IP ranges are from here. And then Haircut Fish. So this lab pulls down list of known bad ASNs and organizing it by the ones with the highest usage. Yep. Lion says this shows the number of bad IPs that are that the ASN has. John said Tuesday it's like zip codes, but for the internet. There are some bad zip codes and some good ones. Yes, for sure. That's crazy. And then in the file it's showing all of those IPs then, huh? So then I guess what you could take from this is if it's going to show all the IPs, could you theoretically like just preemptively block them, right? Is that what you could do with like a list like this and say, okay, well, we know these are bad IPs. We're going to, put this list in our firewall, whatever, and block them. It's a shame it doesn't share how many good IPs, good and bad, are in an ASN. I tell you whether an ASN is 90% bad or 1% bad. Don't know if you'd want to block an ASN because some of them are like Amazon. Yeah. Yeah. Would break other things. Yeah, we love to break things. See, these are I'm glad I'm asking some of these questions though too, because I assume that other people could have these same questions, right? I don't know. So apparently that was all of the lab. Like that's all that lab had to offer. Uh, again, I cannot express my gratitude to each and every one of you today who stuck around and did this along with us. I genuinely appreciate that. I was very nervous about coming into today. And it wasn't until like honestly like yesterday where I was like, I think this is going to be the best way to do it is to get you all involved as much as we can and just to do it together. And uh, you probably saw it was difficult for me, right?
It's like a study group.
Yeah, for sure. But and I like I hope it shows like anybody can do this, right? Like I didn't know all of the things, right? But I was more than able to like follow along, try to maybe piece a couple things together here and there, right? And that's all part of the learning journey. Like I don't expect to be an expert in this overnight, and neither should you. A lot of this information you might not see right away as you get into the real world of IT. Um, it might be something that you run across like 10 years from now. But hopefully y'all have been like taking really good notes and you can, refer back to those notes at a later time because that's always going to be helpful for you for sure. But just going over some of this material over and over again, that's going to be the best way that you learn it. If you're interested in it, you just, you do it over and over again. You go over the labs over and over again. We have Wireshark labs available. And if you're interested in that, do those labs over and over again, literally. And there's plenty of like GitHub repositories and things out there where they'll have different projects and things where you can follow along with, get your hands on the keyboard and learn more. And it's not a race, this whole getting into IT, getting into cybersecurity, learning all of the things. It's not a race. You are by no means being timed in any of this. And please, for the love of everything, do not compare yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Some people are going to finish the certification faster than you. Some people are going to get a job before you. And I'm sorry, but that's kind of life and reality. That has nothing to do with you as an individual, as a person, and your knowledge. Just because somebody did it faster, better, does not mean that you're slower or worse. That was their journey. It's not your journey. Your journey is whatever you make of it, right? I know that probably sounds kind of cheesy, but especially in the world of IT, it is so, so true. Take your time and you'll get there. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are way too kind. Nabuchan, I cannot say your name. The third. Here's command to show IP addresses from the first bad ASN. Oh, thank you. That's really cool. So command to show IP addresses from the first bad ASN. Who is? I'm going to copy and paste this. And then I still have this pulled up. So Kevin, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen here real quick.
Are you finished with the material part? Are we getting ready to go into AMA?
Yeah. I'm just.
Sorry, I was trying to multitask.
You're good. Somebody just put a command in the chat though to show some stuff, so I just wanted to show that real quick.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly happen? Uh-oh. Copy. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of them. Well, what was it? It was like 7,000 or 8,000 or something like that. It was a lot. So the command that I just put into the terminal was shared from Nabacha. I cannot say your name, dude. I'm so sorry. But this is it was just letting us show all of the IP addresses from the first bad ASN that we had listed. So it would have been from this one right here, right? It's showing us all the bad IP addresses from this ASN. That's pretty cool. Thank you. All right, I'll stop sharing that. Now we can go into some AMA. So Megan, Daryl, Kevin, even if you all want to join the stage, you're more than welcome to. Up to you guys. So again, thank you everybody for participating today. Hopefully you got your bingo cards all filled out and submitted.
Yep. I've got a bunch.
Please remember to stop and destroy your labs. I'm going to do that right now because I still have some credits that I would like to save. And yeah, if you do have credits left over, definitely take some time and go over some of these labs again. The coffee getting cold. No, in the last break, I went and got new coffee. That was what I did for the last break. So it's nice and fresh. Honey Bear Ninja, thank you for the morale boost for sure. Lately at your job, you've been getting imposter syndrome at work. Things have changed drastically with different solutions being used. Honey Bear Ninja, I don't know that imposter syndrome ever goes away. There might be people in the chat that have heard me share this story before, so I apologize if you've heard me share it. But it's one of my absolute favorite stories to share when it comes to imposter syndrome, because that was this story is like when I first realized and understood that everybody has it. So I have a very good friend of mine named Chris who is interviewing for a job. I won't say which job it is yet, but he's interviewing for this position for security director. And I'd known Chris for a few years at the time, and he was somebody that I looked up to. He was a security director. Like that was his position. That's what he'd been doing for, the last few years, or last, I think, like 10 years of his life or whatever. And applying for this new position, and he was telling me about it, and he's like, dude, I don't think I can do this. Like I'm not, I'm not qualified for it. I'm not this, I'm not that. I can't do it. Like this job is way too good for me. Like, I don't know what they see in me, like all of these things, like, right. And here's this guy who I look up to, who's somebody that I'm seeing is literally at the top of their game. Like this dude is so successful in my eyes. And he's sharing with me his insecurities, his imposter syndrome. And I had to stop him because I was like, dude, like you have imposter syndrome. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're more than qualified for this position. Like, you've done all of these amazing things. Like what is going on? And that blew my mind because, again, like I never in my life had thought about somebody who's at the top of their game having imposter syndrome. I assumed that like everybody who's just out there crushing it, they're a director, they're a CISO, whatever, like they have no fears in the world. Like they're just at the top of the game, crushing it all day. And it's not the case. And it totally caught me by surprise because I was not expecting that. So needless to say, whatever we talked, and I gave him like a pep talk or whatever. And he followed back up with me like a week later, and he's like, dude, I got the job. And now he is still, this is like 5 years ago, I think now at this point, but now he's the director of security and operations for the Chan Zuckerberg initiative, which is basically Facebook. And that was the position that he was applying for, where he was just like, I'm not good enough to do it. And like he'd worked at NBC Universal as a security director. He had worked at Ticketmaster and like Live Nation as a security director. So the whole time, like he's talking, I'm like, dude, like you are more than qualified for this. What are you talking about? That was just shocking to me. But yeah, so here's this dude who's basically a security director for Facebook who has imposter syndrome, who doesn't think that he should be there. And I hope that helps some of you out there who may deal with imposter syndrome. Just have like maybe like a reassuring, it's not the best reassuring feeling by any means. But just know that like that it's a common thing. But this is what I would love for y'all to take away from it, because not everybody has imposter syndrome. Not everybody deals with imposter syndrome. No, like not a lot of people even recognize it. If you are a person who recognizes imposter syndrome in you, you are already subconsciously working so much harder than you even realize to accomplish the things that you're looking to do, that you're wanting to do. People who have imposter syndrome just have this inherent, like whatever thing inside of them that is constantly pushing you forward, because every single day you're trying to prove yourself to yourself. And that's just like an endless circle right there. So just knowing and recognizing that, like, and you're not even going to recognize and understand that you're subconsciously working harder, but you really are, because you're trying to prove to yourself that you can do it. And at the end of the day, like, here's another kicker to it all is, if you are getting an interview, if you are getting a job, you've validated yourself. You've proven yourself, because just getting the interview, getting that job, somebody has validated you, right? That person has said, yes, this person meets all these qualifications. This is the person that we want. So take that imposter syndrome, crumple it up, and throw it out the dang window, like for real. Because, you know, once these things happen, like, yeah, you'll get all the validation that you need in some ways. But I promise, like, this is, I guess, the other, like, here's the bad part of it. If you have imposter syndrome, it's never going away. So I'm sorry.
Alita said my issue comes from never passing any certs I take. You know, some people just aren't test takers. I mean, and I think more and more the industry is really kind of realizing that certifications aren't doesn't, you know, make the operator. We're trying to change that with our certifications. So hopefully, Zach, do you want to go over the core certification?
I will yeah, in a minute for sure.
Yeah.
Because I just want to talk about the cert thing real quick. And somebody just asked, have you taken the Security Plus to Aletta? I took my Security Plus and I failed it the first time that I took it. And it was in like 2018, 2019. And I didn't have to take the Security Plus. Like, it wasn't, I wasn't even like technically working in a job at that time. I was doing YouTube at the time. And I just wanted to do the Security Plus just for myself, just because I wanted to have that knowledge. But I failed it the first time, and that crushed me in so many ways. For about 5 seconds, it crushed me because I cried, legit. And then I was like, okay, I failed it. What did I just learn from this failure? And what's really cool about failing the Security Plus or any of the CompTIA exams is they give you like the printout afterwards, and it's like, here are the areas where you did terrible at. And that gave me an opportunity to say, okay, I was not prepared for this, and that's okay. Now I can go back to it and be more prepared. And for me, like, it was the first time I'd ever taken an IT exam in my entire life. So I had no idea what to walk into. I was so incredibly nervous just walking into the exam in the first place. And I think for me, like, that was a very hard and expensive lesson to learn, of like not getting in my head too much, because like the second time going into the exam, like, I knew what to expect. I knew, like, you know, I was going to sit down at a computer. I was going to, you know, be separated from people or whatever the case might be for your exam location, you know. And it's going to be super quiet, and you have like, you're on a time limit, and like, that's, you know, what it is like. And I was so nervous just about that experience, you know, and that totally threw me off. And overall, like, I just suck at taking exams, and like, it's not really like, it's not my thing. And it's okay that if it's not your thing too. Not everybody, a lot of people, and I'm going to be talking about our certification and stuff, but it's really important to know that, like, just because you get a certification does not guarantee you anything.
No.
And that's one thing where I think a lot of people who are trying to get into this industry or grow in this industry have a hard time kind of understanding, because yeah, you're taking a lot of time and sometimes a lot of money to go and get one of these exams. And at the end of the day, it might not even be that validator that you need for a position. Not every single employer out there values certifications the same as one another.
Yeah.
And that's even down to very specific certifications, right? Like there's so many new certifications out there in the world, and we're going to talk about a new one too, where employers just are not aware of them yet.
Yeah.
It might seem like, that it's very popular out on the internet, but when it comes to like, the real world of IT, a lot of managing directors, and like HR especially, like they aren't really going to be familiar with like what's new and up and coming and out there and things like that. So, they might see something like TCM security PMPT, and they're going to be like, what the heck is this? I don't know what it is. But like that's a certification that's been out for a few years. So it's gaining ground, but not everybody knows who it is. It's a great certification though, and it's very comparable to something like the OSCP, but it doesn't have that same marketability. So it may not provide the same results as something like the OSCP. And then just to go on like the OSCP, not every employer is going to value that the same, although that's like the gold standard when it comes to pen testing. Some employers don't care too much about certs. They're looking at how much experience you have, what skills do you have outside of getting certifications? If you documented and blogged and shared resources and things that you've done, that type of stuff really stands out nowadays. So that was my high rate on
and like CJ, our CO, always says, like, failures are not failures. Never lose the lesson. And he says that to us all the time. So never lose the lesson that take away the lesson from any failure that you have.
I'm more so one to take the like failure out of your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Because if you quote unquote fail at something, it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Like that's how you like literally have to walk away from any situation like that. Anytime you screw something up, do something wrong, if you're not learning from that, you're just going to do it over again. Like so many other things that I want to say to that, but I'm just going to shut my mouth. But yeah, take every one of those experiences as a learning opportunity.
Yes.
And you'll totally change your perspective on those outcomes too. Like the more that you can change your perspective, on, just changing that narrative, like you are going to come out with so like much more of a positive attitude than you would just by like sitting there griping on what you screwed up at or whatever,
Yes.
So, sorry. Anyway, ACE-T certification. I shared it in the resources channel the other day. I shared our little document that we have. And it's something that we are working on here at Anti-Siphon Training to get out into the market to change things up a little bit. So, we just talked about certification. So this is a great kind of whatever
segue.
Yeah. The ACE-T certification, it's going to have similarities to other certifications, but then it's going to have very big differences. So with the ACE-T cert, it, again, and then the resource channel, you can find the document that we have on it. It's hosted on MetaCTF. It's a 100 question, multiple choice exam. And that's the first part of it. You go through 100 questions that are multiple choice. Once you complete that part of the exam, then you are moved over to the hands-on challenge process, where you'll be given an option of 10 different challenges that you need to walk through. You just need to complete 5 of them. So you complete 5 challenges associated with the exam. Once you complete those 5 challenges, then you get moved over to the report writing section. So from those 5 challenges that you completed, you have to write 2 reports that basically walk us through what you learned, what you accomplished in those challenges. The material that makes up these exams are everything that you would learn from this class today, and this week from SOC Core Skills from John Strand, getting started with security with John Strand, and active defense and cyber deception with John Strand. Those are all pay forward what you can classes, so you can absolutely pay $0 if you want and get the learning material there, or you can pay forward, which helps other people who aren't able to afford these classes take these and access the labs as well. But the ACE-T certification costs $5. So if that's something that you're interested in, again, I'll just put this document in the regular chat too.
And also, let me just be John here for a minute, because I've been obviously in the ending ceremonies so many different times. If you write a garbage report, your employer is going to see the garbage report. Like, that's going to be part of the certification. So don't skimp on that, because you could pass the certification, and the garbage report will be in there. And John he harps on writing reports all the time. It is an integral part of a pen tester's job. So even if it's not a pen testing job that you're doing, you definitely want to make sure that you take a lot of effort in that part of it.
Yeah, I'll reiterate that some too. I was getting there.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. So at this point, I guess it's like, that's really what makes this exam different. But that's kind of like what I was going to say. Like, the first part of it with the multiple choice questions, like, yeah, that's very similar to CompTIA and things like that. It's just kind of a way to help validate that you know and retain some of that knowledge through the, just the multiple choice questions, which, that's fine. It's a good way to kind of validate that. The next part of it is getting your hands on the keyboard and doing a challenge, right? Like there's a couple exams nowadays that are definitely going more down that route where you need to get your hands on the keyboard and complete objectives and stuff to complete the exam. So definitely following along with that part of it. But yeah, it's the last part of writing the report. So, basically, like, we have some checks and balances put into place for checking for cheating and things like that. So when it comes down to you passing the exam, once you complete everything, once you complete the multiple choice exam, and it's like a 90% or better, I think, something like that. Once you complete the challenges and the reports, you're essentially certified at that point, right? Like that is getting your certification. Like, you are now certified, you've completed everything. But what really is setting this apart is you're going to have a public profile on MetaCTF and Anti-Siphon that's going to show all of your progress, all of the different challenges that you've completed. It's going to show all of the different classes that you've completed, and then it's going to show all of the different certifications that you've completed. Because this ACE-T core exam is just the first certification of a few that we're going to be coming out with, where they're going to be more specialized in specific specific subtopics within security, like, pen testing or, defensive, things like that. But with this public profile, employers are going to be able to see your reports. Everybody is going to be able to see your reports. And that's really something that we want to make different about this, is that you have to really show from start to finish that you understand this knowledge, and then write about it. And then employers and everybody else can see, okay, from that report, does it make sense? Is it good? Is it correct? Right? And that's just going to be another way, again, to help kind of validate your knowledge and understanding of things. So hopefully that helps. That was everything.
Yeah. And somebody
Ricardo,
put in
yeah.
they asked about the time limit, and somebody put in the information. So that's good. So it's all in there.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Yes.
Do you or MetaCTF will have Black Friday discounts for the range? That's a good idea. I could ask Roman. We'll have like Black Friday discounts for like our on-demand subscriptions.
Yeah, we probably should have talked about that in the meeting. You were in the meeting, but And yes, you get a certificate of completion for the class, but you must register on our website. Registration stays open until 4 p.m. Eastern time. So you must register to get a certificate of completion. Yes.
What do you mean register?
Yeah.
So on our website,
Can you share the link? Yes. Right.
yeah, I was trying to pull it up.
Let me find it. I should have had it. I just had it. But then I pulled up Jason's.
Yeah, technically the Black Friday discount, we can do it at any time.
Yeah.
Email us.
Yeah. We haven't closed it from last year.
We haven't closed it from the year before.
We're pretty, we're like the Black Friday that never ends.
Philip, you may have registered already. If you
You got a
the
Zoom link.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Procafeinator, sorry, bumping a previous question. How does BHS find qualified employees? Do you use Indeed, Monster, or referrals from people you know? Definitely referrals from people that we know. We very rarely ever post anything on any of like the like posting websites like Indeed or Monster. Typically, I think the only types of roles that you'll see on those websites are non-technical roles. So then Black Hills also has this kind of saying that we're always hiring and we're never hiring, and it's basically referral based. That's pretty much always how people get hired at Black Hills. So it seems.
Yeah.
We hire from the community as often as we possibly can. That's like our biggest go-to like resource for hiring people is the community. So we reach out to the community first. And well, I guess first it's like, do we have any internal referrals or people that we, somebody knows? If not, the first thing that we do is reach out to the community. So with like anti-siphon training and Black Hills information security, they're both pretty large Discord servers. And sometimes, often all the time, you should see our nerd herders that we have in these servers. Our nerd herders are just regular people from the community who just go above and beyond often to kind of give back and help and provide like links, resources, just helpful advice, things
And
like
people
that.
usually ask me how to become a nerd herder. And the first thing I tell them is don't ask to be a nerd herder. We watch the community and we get referrals from other nerd herders. Sorry, they're trying to get you to say all of the different things. Like, I'll do it. Let's do it live and shit. So we got those out of the way. So
I just probably didn't hear it. What else was there?
Yeah. We watch the community. I come to these trainings. Roswell, you just are a menace to society sometimes. You know that? I'm allowed to tease with Roswell, guys. He's in like all of the pay what you can classes. We have a love relationship. But yeah, so we like Roswell coming to all of these classes, we watch and we really we see you. I mean, we see all of you. We love sitting in these classes, watching just how you guys helped Zach today get through the material. I mean, these are the people we like to party with. Like, they're the ones that will keep coming back. We want you to come back as often as you can. And that's how we get our nerd herders. And the nerd herders get a lot of perks. We don't just work them to death. Hopefully they feel that way. Hi, Andy. Jessie, actually, if she's still in the class, she was our volunteer of the year this year. So everybody give her a big round of applause. She's amazing. And she does so much. She goes and does so many, just her going through and collecting all of the notes for each day. That was something that she was just like, hey, do you want me to do this? And I was like, hell yeah, please do. So she's amazing. And she was our volunteer of the year this year at Wild West Hack and Fest. So we appreciate you, Jessie. Yay. I had to like fool her to get her on camera. So sorry about that.
I don't
But
think she's like she said that she was going to be a little bit busy today, so she might not be on.
yeah,
So, like I tagged her, and now she's seeing
yeah,
all this stuff, so she's probably
yeah,
what the heck?
yeah. She's typing, it looks like so, but she's awesome.
So really quick, how many of you out there are still in the chat right now? Was this your first class with us at Anti-Siphon Training? If you can let us know in the chat, I would really appreciate that.
That's awesome. Look at all those firsts. So tell your friends. Yeah, haircut fish. I don't think
Get
so.
out of here, haircut fish. Goodness sakes. So
See, Ricardo's second one, and he's already, posting things for the community. Well done, Ricardo. We see you. This is Kevin Clark's first. That's hilarious. So for those, I don't know if like you introduced yourself at the beginning. So Kevin Clark is our AV dude that does all of our conferences and
put
stuff.
yourself on the screen, Kevin.
Yes.
Um,
So he's also a rock star, but he doesn't like to talk about it. Yeah, Kevin. So, and I wasn't here the first couple of days, but I'm Megan and I do all of the customer service. So I'm usually the one in these classes. So I'm sorry I missed the first couple of days, but
so for you first timers out there, thank you so much for being here and sticking through with today, especially. Today it was run. I don't think we've ever done a class like we did today.
no.
So I just want you to, this isn't normal by any means.
Yes.
But what I really want to just go back to for like the 17th time at this point, maybe it's been like the 6th or 7th time. Sorry, I had to get that one in there. The community stepping up and helping me out today, I don't think we would see that anywhere else in any other company organization that would put together like a live training class. I don't know that any of them would ever have that same level of participation and community involvement that we got today.
Yeah.
Which is just absolutely incredible to see. And again, I cannot express just how amazing that is.
Yeah.
I literally could not have done it without you all here today and helping out. And there was so many of you, even the first timers who I see who are helping me out. And that's what like this community is all about. Not just Black Hills, not just Anti-Siphon, but like the cybersecurity community. This is like what we're all about, is helping one another out and just being there for each other. And from a community perspective, you don't see that ever and you don't see that in regular IT communities, and sysadmin communities and networking communities. The cybersecurity community is so unique in the way that we come together and help each other out. And again, I cannot express to you all like how much I appreciate that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here with us today and helping us out.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that we can ever do for you all, please let us know. And for you first timers and those of you out there who are, just looking for your first job or looking for your first security job, please make sure that you join Jason Blanchard's Job Hunt Like a Hacker workshop. It's a 4-hour workshop, so not as long as today.
Is it 4? I thought it was 6.
Oh, 6. That's right. It is 6. I'm sorry.
So you'll get CPEs for that too if you register.
And get tons of helpful tips and tricks and advice on what you can do in your job search. It is it starts at $0.
Yeah. So. And I asked about the other, somebody had sent me a direct message about if they get other stuff, for if they pay $25. I asked about that. So I'm not sure.
You know, the
I think sometimes we give t-shirts. I mean, like we give, we give, that's just kind of what we do here.
yeah, Philip. So if you sign up for any of our trainings, webcasts, things like that, you get a certificate of completion, which you can use for CPEs.
Yes.
And you will get the certificate after class is finished.
It's overnight tonight, and it'll be sent to the email address that you used in registration. So if you put like some funny name, that's who it's going to be sent to, just so you know. We don't like collect email addresses so that we can like sell them or like spam you guys a bunch. We we definitely we don't even give email addresses to our vendors that come to our conferences. So
that's like, I think one of like the biggest like complaints or whatever we get from our vendor sponsors at Wild West Hackenfest is that we do not share your email addresses with them.
Yeah.
We don't want them spamming you.
Yeah.
So that's gross.
But you know what? We get plenty of vendors. So we get the people that are aligned with our same ideologies, which is, you know, you go to make real connections. And if you make a real connection, people will willingly share their information with you. So
Kimi DDoS, how do we get the comics t-shirt and stickers that are included? After the class today, you will be getting, I don't know if you'll receive like an email letting you know that things were sent out, but
yeah,
we're going to be sending things out afterwards.
This is the first time that we've done this. So everybody, this is the first of many for a lot of different reasons. So we came up with the idea to add these. John and Erica came up with the idea of giving more to the people that paid more. So we're going to be sending out an email to everybody for the different payment tiers. We're going to be gathering shirt sizes and shipping addresses and things like that for the people that paid that tier, and distributing other things via email. So be on the lookout for an email. It's not a fish, even though, you know, we have a store called Spearfish General Store. It's really not a fish. We are collecting the information so that we can mail out your shirts, and we're going to be getting shirt sizes and stuff like that. But since registration is still open, hint, hint, for those of you watching us on YouTube, if you need a certificate, or if you want to sign up and get the extras, then you can still register. So registration closes at 4. So it'll be sometime maybe this afternoon, evening, or maybe even tomorrow that you'll get an email from us asking you for some additional information. I think in the future, we're going to try and capture it on the registration form. So.
Is there a fax page?
Yes.
They use the cyber range or anything like that?
Is there a FAQ page?
No.
So the cyber range is just kind of like a trivia type of CTF. And they do, I think that they're doing because I got an email, funny enough, from Roman earlier in my personal email about an upcoming CTF.
Oh yeah, Flash. We have a Flash.
Yeah, the Flash CTF. So if you go to the Flash CTF, then yeah.
So we partner with Meta CTF for their Flash CTFs, which Andy put, they are free. This is the email that I got today from them.
Oh yeah.
So next Thursday, October 30th, will be another Flash CTF event from Meta CTF, free to join. All you have to do is complete the challenges. I think that they're still giving away like random stuff if you.
Oh yeah, they always have prizes and stuff. Yeah.
As long as you complete like a couple of the challenges, like you get entered to win stuff. But it's a good time. You don't you don't have to be an expert to do any of these. Like we do walkthroughs afterwards. There is a Meta CTF Discord, so you could go and join their Discord and ask for help in their CTFs and things like that. Partner up with somebody. That's another opportunity for you as well to just kind of learn more and not feel too overwhelmed. It's totally cool to partner up and get some of this stuff done sometimes. Especially when it comes to CTFs, because if you've never done them before or you're fairly new to them, they can be like just kind of like difficult to figure out at first initially of like just understanding what the process is like. So having somebody help you or guide you, walk you through, very helpful.
Yeah.
And I don't know that did we officially say that this is our AMA time? Like I don't feel that.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, because I asked you whether it was you were done with the content stuff.
We'll probably go to about 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. So if y'all have any questions, please throw them into the chat.
Now, are you going to do the John spiel? Do you need me to do the John spiel? The John thank you parts.
I mean, we can both do it.
I can help.
Yeah. I feel like I did a lot of that already, but not
there's some specific things
of his
yes, and the bingo winner. Yes, I have a bingo winner. Remember, you must be present to win. So
are you guys in Mountain Time or Pacific? I'm in Central Time. Megan's in Eastern Time.
I'm in Eastern.
Kevin's
good try, Wheat Bix. Do you know when John is offering the IP network class? No. I don't. But as soon as we have the dates, they will be on the website. John is like traveling like a crazy person all over. He's going to the EU. He's just really all over the place. So he's trying to get stuff in his schedule.
Everybody say thank you to Roman.
Yes.
The VMs today. Roman.
Yes.
Who I tagged is the CEO of Meta CTF.
Yes.
He's the one who helps make all of this happen.
Do we ever come to Minnesota? No, not that I am aware of. But we are going to be taking some training, some more training live in 2026, not just our conferences. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Be doing more.
You ever come to the UK? No. Roswell, if I ever came to the UK,
he'd be in trouble.
He'd be in trouble, mister. That isn't far. Yeah. Wild West in Deadwood was at the beginning of this month. So that will be, again, we've already got the dates up for next year for Deadwood. So save the date.
Woo.
What's going on? Poor Roman is like, what the hell?
Poor guy.
Yeah. We love Roman. He's definitely family around here.
And so this part of the webcast, the AMA, it's, ask us anything basically. So very open, welcoming format. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. If you like these style of formats, or we do like these AMA things, every single Tuesday, I do a live AMA on Discord, and everybody is more than welcome to join. So if you have questions about the, career field, certifications, jobs, I get joined by some of our instructors and some working professionals in the field very often.
And we also do webcasts weekly on Wednesdays usually. And so definitely check those out. BHIS has webcasts on Thursdays, so check those out. And ACM, active countermeasures, well, it is ACM, but active countermeasures will have some on Fridays sometimes too. So definitely check out the BHIS Discord and our active countermeasures team.
Jelly beans, sir. Do I have any workshops or trainings coming up? So last night, I think I literally just finished the outline, basically everything that's needed to actually teach this like AI slash like Google class. I haven't decided like what I'm going to name it yet, but it's very much a fundamental kind of like beginner class for people where I feel like a lot of people need to upskill their Google capabilities and and really yeah really understand Google much better, especially before I get into more of like the AI part and how to like utilize AI and prompting. So yeah, it's just kind of like walking through people. Here is how you can utilize and in some ways, like I don't want to say like abuse these resources, but really just utilize these resources to help you in your journey from now until the end of time. Like for me, like I look at especially like Google, and it's for those of you who were here earlier when I shared my beginner story of like how I got into the field and like I never went to school, I never went to college for any of these things. If it wasn't for Google, I would not be here like at all. Like Google was my lifesaver. It was my encyclopedia, my dictionary, it was everything, right? And it is still an amazing resource. Now with like whatever you want to call it, implementation and all of that, whatever of the Chat GPT and LLMs, like that, it to me is like Google on crack, and it is such an amazing resource and tool to help you. So like the workshop that I'm going to focus on is very much like here's how this stuff can help you in the most practical way possible. And I don't know, I think it's going to be helpful and useful for people. I'm excited for it.
Somebody asked, does BHIS or Anti-Siphon offer telecommunications VA PT training? I don't think so.
No,
because I've never heard of it, and I answer customer service stuff, so I don't think that that's something that we're offering. Sorry, I know we're just a big disappointment.
are there any other like trainings or workshops that you guys are looking for? I would love to try to put some on, but I am not as smart as all of our other instructors. I would definitely focus more on fundamental, basic type of stuff. That's what I
Any
would do.
thoughts or opinions on protecting phone numbers while verifying with the various AI companies?
Oh, goodness, no.
John would have lots of thoughts and opinions.
Yeah,
We're not thoughts and opinions people. Because he's like he's a wizard.
a home lab
I mean,
workshop.
a what? A home lab. I think that we definitely have a webcast on building a home lab.
Sure. What do we recommend for threat hunting initial training as you're new to threat hunting?
We have I think that it might be available still on active countermeasures. We have sorry for the bright lights, y'all. On active countermeasures, I think we still have
We have threat hunting.
yeah, the threat hunting, the 5-hour threat hunting training.
Oh, no,
If it's not available right now, I'm sure that they're going to be redoing it soon. Let me see. Threat hunting training course. Well, I'll put the somebody's probably already freaking done it, but oh yeah, Jelly Bean Store, of course, beat me to it. Well, I was reading, so that's not fair. So yeah, that's the training class for threat hunting. And Ryan Poirier posted a link to that there's a webcast tomorrow from Active Countermeasures. What was it about? Let me find it again. I got to scroll back and find it. Oh, it didn't say what it was about, but let's see what it's about. Wait, what's tomorrow? 24. It's at the C2 webcast. So it's DNS tunneling tomorrow. So
Are there any more questions from the audience?
yeah.
I'll give you all like another 30 seconds or something.
Yeah. And then I'll announce the winner.
What about how to create a CTF? Like a workshop, a webcast or something? We could do something like
What
that.
about how to create a CTF?
We could do that. That'd be interesting. Just open a port on your corporate firewall.
So I just have to say Megan's background.
I need to.
Thank you. I moved and my house is very, very tiny. I probably went, I'm down like 2/3 of a house. And so thank you. I appreciate
I like my Run CMD poster too. I'm going to be turning my desk though, because this is driving me crazy.
what? Not seeing out the window.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. I needed to change my desk because it had been in that same position for like 2 years, and that's just way too long for me. But this position does not make me feel comfortable.
Roswell, the house wasn't that big, but this house is just really, really, really small. I feel like we're living in a tiny house. So, but there's also a lot of us in here. So, yeah. it's about like that, Erica Fish. Thank you. Yeah. So, at this point in the class, John really, he kind of goes through and talks about why we came up with these pay forward what you can classes. We talked about when we started doing it, we talked about scholarships, those kinds of things. And it was like, okay, well, let's do one for women. Let's do one for people of color. Let's do one for, Native American. Let's do one for, and it was like, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to make sure that our classes were accessible to anyone that wanted to learn. So we wanted to break down the gates. And so that's why we came up with these classes. John does this much better and everybody cries and it's a big thing. But so we wanted to break down all of the barriers because the main barrier with training is money and time. So we want to thank everybody that paid. So everybody, please give a round of applause to all of the people that came and paid because you didn't have to. So we want to thank everybody that paid for training because, I mean, we have to put these things on. It's not free for us to do. So we want to thank you very much for all the people that paid. But we also want to thank the people that didn't pay because they paid us with their time. And that is a commodity that so many people do not have. There's single moms. There's people that, took time away from family, took time away from spending time with friends, took time away from, work even to come and give us their time. And we thank you so much for coming and spending time with us because we can't thank you enough for that. The only thing that we ask in return is that you boost the message. Tell your friends when you get your certs of completion, tag anti-siphon training. We want anyone and everyone that wants to learn in the community to come through our gates and be welcomed into our community because we think that our community is one of the best communities that is out there. We love watching you guys help each other. Thank you guys so much for all of the support you gave Zach today. I mean, I could not imagine if John would have, I mean, he wouldn't have asked me. I mean, I'm customer service, but if John would have called and said, hey, I can't teach my class, you know, you've taken it, you're fine, you can teach it, I would have freaked out. So Zach, congratulations, dude. I mean, you nailed it. And thank you guys so much for showing him so much love and so much support. He could not have gotten through this today without you guys. And our nerd herders, of course, we thank you. We can't thank you enough. I mean, you guys come, you show up for, you know, for nothing. I mean, we don't give you any money. You come and you just, it's just for the sheer love of helping the community. And we really, really, really just cannot thank our nerd herders enough, because without you guys, especially me, like I would be completely lost. They helped me so much with customer service. So I thank you guys. I think I did his speech justice.
And everybody thank Megan.
No, I didn't cry. So that's
Well, you did really well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Daryl. Yes. And thank John, because without John, none of us would be here. I mean, he is, and I'm, you know, I'm not just saying this because he's my boss. He is just truly an amazing person. And he truly wants to help people. And you just don't find that. I mean, I pinch myself all the time. Like, I cannot believe that I actually, because I've worked at the big companies. I've worked at the ISC Squared, the Sands, and actually started out at Capital One. So I've worked in the, you know, the bigger companies, and the fact that I can respond to a question that somebody asked me with a GIF, I mean, it's like, pinch me. I can't believe this is my job. Like, I can do this like for a living and get paid doing it. So we appreciate all of you guys. Now, before we get too far into the endings here, I want to announce the winner, which was picked at random, very technically by, I think I screamed down the hall to one of my kids to pick a number. Mm-hmm. So the winner is, and you have to be here to win, for the 1 year on-demand course catalog plus 1 year of our cyber range. And the winner is, I'm going to butcher this, Corded Wearsel. Corded Wearsel. Are you here? You gotta say here. Yay! Congratulations. I'll be sending you a message, and I will be giving you getting some information from you so that we can get you added to our on-demand platform, and you will get access to all courses and cyber range for 1 year. Thanks again to John Strand for allowing us to give such an amazing gift to our community, and the other people that participated in bingo. I will be reaching out to you too to get a free t-shirt from the Spearfish General Store, just because we love y'all.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. I
Yes.
couldn't say it any better than what you said, Megan, but everybody, just one last time, say thank you to Megan, because we couldn't do any of this without her either. And Dee Brown as well. She's lurking there, Dee Brown. You're trying to hide.
And Kevin, you did such a good job for your first time.
Recca Comics.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Well done, Kevin. So now you kind of know. Oh, thank you, Cornelius. We appreciate all of you all so much. Like, we can't wait for the next one. It won't be until December, but you know, have lots of turkey if you're in the States, and celebrate Thanksgiving. Gosh, I can't believe it's like almost Halloween. Like, what actual hell?
Right?
So
It's crazy.
it's crazy. It's crazy town.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for
Yes,
joining us this week.
definitely.
Please
And
reach
reach
out to us. Yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, if you have any feedback too. Honestly, I would love to hear any feedback that you guys have on how we can make things better, or improve, do things differently. It
Yeah.
always helps us out tremendously.
Yeah. There'll be a link in your certificate of completion email for a feedback form. So definitely fill it out.
Awesome, y'all. Thank you so much. We hope to see you again for another one.
Yes.
If you don't want to wait for another class, you can join us for our webcast that we do every single week on the Anti-Siphon Training YouTube channel, or you can join us for our AMAs that we do every Tuesdays. So we'd love to see you at any of them if you have the time. But thank you guys so much, and have a great day and a great week. Take care, everybody.
All right. Okay. So thanks, everyone. Again, like Zach said, thanks. We hope to see you in the next class. And Kevin, I think it's time to kill it with fire. Have a good one, everybody.